Hello, I'm Mr. Mobbs and I'm here to talk to you about Science Triple Award. So I'm going to try and give you some information about science and also try and give you some tricks to help your students revise. There's quite a lot of content in science, as you can see from this slide. Each one is cut into different topics. We have biology, chemistry, physics, and within those there are usually about 4 to 5 different topics that have quite a lot of content within them. Obviously in biology you can have cells and organisation, disease and bioenergetics, biological responses, genetics and reproduction, and ecology. In chemistry, there's atomic structure and bonding, chemical reactions, organic reactions, and the earth and the atmosphere. And in physics, there's matter and radioactivity, energy, waves, and forces. One of the questions we're always asked is how to best to support a child in science. Obviously, there's a large amount of information in science and as well as application that needs to be covered. So we always think the best way to revise is to cover content in small chunks and to revisit them multiple times. This way there's more likely chance that content is able to be remembered easily. One of the ways to help with this revision would be to look at using the GCSE pod that the school has invested in, and this can be used in conjunction with the reconnection plan, and this will allow you to inform your revision to help you revise the correct topics. We will also be producing some in-school intervention within the year, and that will be targeted revision on specific topics for specific students where they're needed. We also have revision guides available. These might be for students who might want more revision materials on top of their books they use in class. We've managed to gain these and are selling them in the prep room for a price of £2.85, which is considerably lower than you can buy them within Direct Smiths or Amazon, which is around £6 each. That's £2.85 for each single science, so one for biology, one for chemistry, one for physics. One of the bits that the students find the most difficult are the required practicals. These are examined within the exam and make up 20% of the exam content. They are practicals that are found within the course, and these have been added in whilst the coursework has been removed from the GCSE. We've added links on the slide here to allow you to look at what are the different practicals that are found within each course. There are 10 biological practicals, 8 chemistry practicals, and 10 physics practicals. To help with the required practicals, we've also linked here videos that go through the required practicals and how they're meant to be covered in case a student wants to look at them again or revisit them to revise. Again, physics practicals, biology practicals, and chemistry practicals linked. Another good place to look for revision materials would be from BBC Bitesize. This has been actually updated recently and has large amounts of content on there. There is worked to revise content, there is exams on there, and there's also videos to help students as well. It's worthwhile looking at those because a lot of students find different ways to revise. There is also Seneca Learning and GCSE Pod. They're also another 2 good websites to use to help with revision. One of the things we do try and do in science, we have got a revision folder on the student shared drive with large amounts of information, large amounts of revision materials for students to use. These can be accessed by any student, and we will be adding material to them all the time. So the key dates within science, as you can see, there are 6 papers, 2 for each subject. They generally go in banks of 3, so all the paper 1s are within a week or 2 of each other. Then there's usually a break, and then the paper 2s are usually again within a week or so of each other. So you can see there, biology paper 1 is the 18th of May, biology paper 2, 14th of June, chemistry 1, 24th of May, chemistry 2, 17th of June, physics 1, 27th of May, and physics 2, the 22nd of June. So one of the big questions our parents do seem to ask is about how do the exams work. As I said before, there are 2 exams for each subject. So 2 biology, 2 chemistry, 2 physics. These will be added together, and that score will be used to gain a grade. So the 2 biology papers will gain a grade, 1 grade. The 2 chemistry papers will gain another grade, and the 2 physics grades will gain an additional grade. Each paper is an hour and 45 minutes long.